back, Troglodytes, to another episode of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have a beautiful, rare Les Paul Standard from 1990. This is part of the Limited Colors edition that they did in 1990 as the 80s went into the 90s. And this is kind of the series that I associate with, going from the Norland era into the current era. Now, obviously, that happened in around 87, 88. But this is when things started to, start looking different and looking new. So this one is a translucent blue. There were only 200 of each color made. There were a trans amber / yellow looking one, a mocha / trans black, and there was a kind of purplish pink one, and then this blue one as far as standards go. They have a pair of the brand new 490 Gibson pickups, which kind of look like dirty fingers on the back. They've got the large screws. But there were also two customs made, the trans white and the trans red. And trans means translucent. You can actually see the wood grain through the finish here. So these are very cool collector's guitars, but they're also fantastic players. We will go ahead and start in on the condition of this guitar. As you can tell, there's quite a few light nicks and dings and scratches on the face of the headstock, but overall it maintains a clean appearance. Most importantly to note is the dings up here. The previous owner said he leaned it up against the wall face first a lot, and that's kind of what caused some of that marks. A lot of that would polish out, but something else to note is there were different tuners on this guitar at one point in time. This is kind of the original style it would have had, but it looks like somebody had a Grover or Schaller, something that had larger washers on it that left those indentations, as you can see there. The rosewood is a beautiful dark color, and the frets only show very minor wear. It's honestly a very nice playing guitar, with not a lot of wear and tear to the fretboard. You can see here the very minor divoting. The body of the guitar has its fair share of nicks and dings and general polishing marks, playing swirls. As you can see, it's got them everywhere. However, what's kind of nice about most of these is if you took it to a professional, guitar polisher, the bulk majority of these can be removed. I mean, it definitely looks a lot harsher than it is when you see it in the lights. But overall, no major nicks or dings to really worry about. And you can kind of see the wood grain underneath in this lighting very well. It's a beautiful guitar. You'll see that the gold hardware is pitted and tarnished. And this was definitely a player's guitar. You can see there are a few dings here at the top of the headstock. Not too bad, but they are there. And on the back of the headstock, you can see the serial number there. It looks like 92810334. And you can see there are extra holes where the other tuners were. It kind of looks like Godot tuners to me. And these aren't the original tuners, but they are the original Kluson styled tuners. But as you can see here, there are some finish checkings that will show up kind of better in black light, where the old replacement tuners kind of impressed on the finish, which caused some very light finish checking due to the added stress. Here you can see the Limited Colors edition sticker / stamp that they put on it. And you'll note that Colors is kind of spelled the overseas way with a U, but that's alright. You'll see there are some very light nicks and dings along the neck here, but overall not too bad. Just your light play wear. The internet calls this a rounded 59 profile. I would kind of agree with that. I mean, it's not super baseball bat, but it's not, super slim either, so kind of a medium profiled neck. The back of this guitar is a very dark blue color, almost like black, so it kind of definitely shows you everything. I mean, this was definitely a very well played guitar, and really, this condition look through really isn't too fair to it, because usually you'll see it like this, nice and clean. But I do want you to know that these light scratches are in the finish, but most could be professionally polished out. The ones that couldn't be polished out are like these ones that are a little bit deeper. We'll take a quick look at the sides here. Overall,
very light wear and tear. You do have some finished bubbling there, but nothing too bad. We'll take a look at the other side here as well. Overall, nothing too bad. Take a look under blacklight here. You can see the tuner situation I was talking about. And it looks like maybe it reacted to the wall it was on, or there are some stickers. I mean, you don't see that in normal lighting, but there is a little bit of discoloration on the headstock under blacklight, as you can see. The body is in generally good shape. As you can see, no huge nicks or dings. Looks like you got a small one there. We'll look at the back of the headstock. You can kind of see that finish checking I was talking about earlier from the other tuners a little more clear this way. This was actually the way I actually first saw those checking lines. I didn't see them before, but you can also see those holes a little bit better from the previous tuners. No necks, breaks, cracks, or repairs to report, but you do have some very light wear to the neck. And the back of the guitar is good, but you can see there that it looks like maybe there was a large sticker on this guitar at one point in time. That's not enough to be like a finish touch-up or anything. That's usually what it looks like when the lacquer ages just a little bit differently because of a sticker. You can see there because of sweat it glows a little bit more on the edges as well. Overall, a good polish job would do this guitar wonders. But condition-wise, it's not too bad. This guitar is all original with a few exceptions. The height adjustment spring for this side of the pickup ring is not original, because it looked to me like this pickup ring was installed backwards at the factory. So I went to switch it around and the spring kind of flew away from me and I don't know where it ended up going, so I had to put a new one in there. And the back screws here, this one has been replaced. It's not gold like the other three. And something else I would like to point out is that the knobs here do have some cracking to them, because they were probably off and put back on at one point in time or have just naturally cracked. I mean, they still stay on just fine, but I would like you to know about it. This one weighs just under 10 pounds at 9 pounds 13.9 ounces. This guitar did not come to me in its original case, but I happen to have a 90s Gibson brown case sitting around, so I thought I would donate it to this guitar, because this is era correct and original for the guitar. As you can see, you've got some light wear and tear, but nothing extraordinarily too bad. You've got a combo lock, 2, 3, and 4 traditional latches, and a beautiful pink interior with the headstock support, which looks like it is kind of coming undone there. Looks like somebody put some padding. And honestly, I kind of like that. I might just take that out, because this has been known to break headstocks. But you can see you've got the pink shroud here, and that is a pretty nice case all in all. You have that in there. I'll go ahead and put this little foam packet in here. If you want to put it back in, it'll definitely slide right on in there. Through a Marshall JMP 1C 1-watt tube lamp. you think you might be interested in owning this Les Paul Standard in a gorgeous translucent blue, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys, or check out the Reverb and eBay listings. Thank you for tuning in, Troglodytes. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.